How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In our last episode, we had arrived at Slateport City, we had delivered the Devon goods to Captain Stern, and of course, now that we're completed with all our beginning tasks, we now are just left with, of course, exploring Hoenn, and of course, completing the Gym Leader Challenge. We are on our way, let me go pull out the Pokénav. We are on our way to Mauville City. We're not too far away from it, but of course, one thing that is stopping us is one thing I mentioned at the end of the last episode is the May trainer battle. And this is going to be a hard battle, that's to say the least. She is, of course, an infamous trainer. I did level up Kip and C-Money and Bud a couple levels up just to prepare for this battle. In the event that I don't succeed, I'm not going to restart this or do any of that kind of stuff. If I do happen to lose along the way, I'll just stop the video for then, and then I'll just repause it back to the moment that we were in. If that doesn't make sense, that's fine. I'm trying to make sure I don't do that, but in the event that does happen, you'll see what I mean when it happens. Hopefully, it won't be the case for me, because this, like I said, is going to be a pretty difficult battle. But with these few level ups, I'm kind of hoping this should be a little bit more easy. Since this is not a speed run, I'm kind of hoping the levels are adequate, but we'll see. We're about to start right now. Hi Ron Boy, long time no see. While I was searching for other Pokemon, my Pokemon grew stronger. So, how about a little battle? And this is where it begins, May 3, or May 2, whichever one it's for you, depending on if you battled her at Rutsboro City or not. Let's just begin. Alright. And of course she starts off with Winkle. Level 18, has two annoying moves. Well, really has an infamous annoying move, Supersonic, which does have the chance of confusing us. My only move I can use legitimately is Tackle, unfortunately. I'm just gonna have to go with it. Alright, if she goes for the wing attack, that's pretty much ideal. It's not gonna do too... but missing it... Okay, so we're off to a bad start. We missed Tackle and she pulled off the Supersonic. That's literally a horrible combination. Alright, so it's not looking good. Maybe we're not gonna have luck on our side yet. We'll see where this leads us to. This may be a reset like I was talking about. Oh, snapped out of the confusion, but I'm just gonna heal. I'm gonna have to heal. I have some super potions. I should be okay. Alright. I just need one more tackle. That's it. I just hate how all three of my Pokemon are pretty much slow. So, you know, it's inevitable. Alright. So next is Grovyle. Alright. So Kip is definitely not the good choice because it's going to be ×4 weak and that's instant loss right there. I'll put Shroomish first and then I'll put out C-Money to clean up. I just can't rely on Kip on this battle. It's not going to work out in my favor 99% of the time. I'm going to have to rely on the status moves for now, which I'm going to go ahead and do with a Stun Spore. I think Leech Seed can work on grass type Pokemon. Okay, no, okay. Nope, that was a moment of stupidity. I thought it could, but I kind of figured. So I'm just gonna have to go for headbutts and hope for some flinching. Oh, Fruit of the Loom! Okay! Never mind! Beast Mode coming out. Let's go! Nasty stuff. I don't think C-Money's gonna do a good job here. I'm gonna let Kip take over. I can't let C-Money take the death. I can't. I mean, Slugma is pretty low level, but Fire against Steel is not a good matchup. It doesn't matter. And just Slugma's not a big deal. Knock it out easily. Alright, so... It was a scary beginning. Wingull, like I said, is pretty scary, but that was actually a bit easier than I was thinking. Yikes, you're better than I expected. And those level ups did help a lot. You've been busy training too, haven't you? I think you deserve a reward. And she gives us the item finder, a key item. The item finder, she'll probably explain. If there's an item that's not visible, it emits a sound. We can pretty much do that now without needing it called, like, you know, Wikipedia. But a useful item, honestly, back in the day, because of course the internet wasn't as prevalent with like guides and all that. So at the time, good thing. Now it's not really a big deal. But now that we've done that, oh, we can access a double battle. Let me see how my health and my Pokemon are looking. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Kit take the break, because as I confront them, could I see your Pokemon? Just a little, please. Okay, full throttle time. If you can't group, get left behind. Because in Mauville City, the gym leader that we'll be seeing hopefully by the end of this episode, that's my plan, is Watson. He's an electric type gym leader, and the perfect starter to have for him is none other than Mudkip, of course, our boy Kip. And he can pretty much take on all the Pokemon. There's really nothing Watson can do against it. If you picked like, what is it, Trico and Torchic, yeah, you might struggle a little bit, but it's still not the most difficult gym leader to take on, honestly. It's still pretty easy to take out. Alright, so this may take a while. I'm gonna have to cut away. I'm gonna be seeing you guys at the end of this route that leads us on to Mauville City. So I'll see you guys in just a quick second. Stay with me. Alright guys, welcome back. Before of course, this is just the end of the battle, but this is an important milestone for my boy Fruit of the Loom. He is now level 23. I wanted to complete my collection. You got into the groove, alright? Yeah. Not important, but what is important is he is now finally evolving. This is the moment we've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. No longer is he the little boy bud that I got back at the Petalburg Woods. He now fully evolves, gets some arms and some better legs, and becomes the actual Fruit of the Loom Breloom. And of course, with all that at the bottom, I will go ahead and make sure I do justice. Okay, it wasn't do justice, but it'd be close enough, right? There you go. And he's trying to learn Mach Punch. And the benefit with him becoming a grass and fighting type now with his evolution, he now has a good fighting move and priority being Mach Punch. I do want to get... I'll just go ahead and get rid of Stun Sport. While very effective, I'd rather have Leech Seed just to have some form of recovery, even if it's not a lot. I like collecting match car registrations too. Not that we needed it, but hey, you know, all in. Okay, slowly making my way downtown. Okay, let me stop right there. Now that we have that important milestone, I will cut back again, and I'll see you guys at the end of this route. Alright guys, after some good leveling up and getting out of that route, we are now entering Mauville City. And this is now going to be our next stop in our Gym Leader Challenge. Of course, as I said earlier, Watson, the third Gym Leader, is here. But I'm going to go ahead and do some exploring of the city first, and I do have to heal up my Pokemon first before anything else. Hey, yes, Nurse Joy, I get it. Yeah. Whatever, beat it. Alright. And one thing I do want to go ahead and grab right out the bat is something we're going to be needing throughout our journey, and that's going to be right over here, the bike shop. I think we can grab it. Let me make sure. What we have here? Most energetic customer. Me, you may call me Rival. Riddell. Don't know. I'm the owner of the cycle shop. Your running shoes are awfully filthy. Did you come from far away? Yeah. You're saying that you came all this way from Littleton? My goodness, that's ridiculously far. If you had one of my bikes, you could go anywhere easily with the feeling of gentle cares of the wind. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bike. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to tell you that you're two kinds of bikes. There are Mach and Acro bikes. So the Mach bike is for cyclists who want to feel the wind with their bodies, and the Acro bike for those who prefer technical rides. I'm a real sweetheart, so you can choose whichever one you like. So of course the Macro and Mach bike depend on how you're going to be traveling throughout Hoenn. So there are certain obstacles that the Mach bike can do that the Acro can't, and vice versa. So for now we're going to take the Acro bike. And then if we ever do need to, I'll go ahead and come back in and just make my way back to Mauville City to exchange for the Mach bike, because we're not bound to one choice. We can exchange at any time, as he's already going to explain. I don't know why I'm bothered explaining it. If you ever have that urge to switch bikes, just leave me. Alright, so now that we got those bikes, to make things easier on us, I'm going to go ahead to my bag, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my key items, and just register it. Meaning I can just press select anytime, and then I already have it equipped. So this one, you're not going to be going like super extremely fast, but at least you can perform tricks like this. Which in some locations throughout Hoenn, this would be useful to do, other than just, you know, flexing on people. But let's go ahead and start heading over this way, because if we go over here, we see a familiar face. And it's Wally, the guy that we met back at, what was it, Petalburg City, yeah. Oh, Uncle, please, I want to challenge this gym and see how much better I become. Please, man, please.
Now, hold on, Wally. Since you started living with Pokemon, you're growing quite a lot stronger, but you don't think you're pushing it to suddenly challenge the gym? I'm not pushing it.
I'm not pushing it. If I combine forces with Ralts, we can beat anyone. Oh, hey, Ron Boy, I've gotten a lot stronger since we met. I want you and my uncle to understand that. So will you please have a battle with me? And we will gladly accept one of the other important battles to progress further, and that is our first battle with our rival Wally. Let's go ahead. And he's already explained it already, but he already does say that he has a Ralts. It's his only Pokemon, and it's a level 16 Ralts. Very good special attacker, and especially defensively well. Physically, stat-wise, not the greatest. Doesn't have too great HP, and it's not exactly the fastest. It does have some speed, but it's not fast. And since it's fragile in terms of physical attacks, this is, yeah, pretty easy. Didn't need to, yeah, honestly didn't even need to take that long. And while he's just stunned, he's like, I lost! Uncle, I'll go back to Verdant Turf. And thank you. Being a trainer is tough, isn't it? It's not enough to just have Pokemon and make them battle. That isn't what being a trainer is all about. Wally, there's no need to be so down on yourself. Why? What's keeping you from becoming stronger and stronger? Let's go home and everyone's waiting for you. So they're gonna go ahead and head back west. It's dawned on me that you've become a trainer who kept an eye out for Wally when he caught his Pokemon. Why don't you visit us in Verdant Turf sometime? I'm sure I would enjoy it. And yeah, that's where they're heading. A little bit west, and that's where Verdant Turf. Bro, this guy Scott just keeps interrupting us. Like, what's his deal? I was watching that match. You're friends with that boy Wally, aren't you? But you didn't hold anything back and beat him impressively. Yeah, that's what a real Pokemon battle is all about. I idolize trainers like that. I'll be cheering for you. He wants to. So, there are two things we can do. So the first thing we can do is head over towards Route 117, which does lead us over to, make it clear. It does lead us toward over here, Verdant Turf Town, where they were heading and where we should stop next. And if we go back to where we were back at Route 110, now that we have our bike, I'm gonna go ahead and head there because it is good training practice for now. Just gonna make my way down. Is the cycling tunnel. So over here we can now access it because we have a bike, heading back towards Slateport City a little bit easier, and have some trainer battles. I think over here, is that a trainer? That is a trainer. Alright. That's usually my wonders. I'm gonna cut for just a moment. I'm gonna clear out some of the trainer battles here, and then I'll explain a little bit more about this area in just a quick moment. So I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Alright, I am back now, and honestly, I thought there was a lot more to the cycling road. Other than just the trainer battles like I mentioned, all the trainers here have really electric types, which is going to be useful in terms of training any ground type Pokemon that you have. But one thing that you will see on the distant right is going to be New Mauville. And it's actually home to having electric type Pokemon, and is an important part of the story too in terms of opening the generator and getting a prize from Watson. I'll elaborate more on that later. And also New Mauville has home to Pokemon that I believe we'll be adding to our team, but I'll explain more on that later since that's not something we can actually access or even talk about now, since there isn't really anything we can do now, since that's still later into the story. So what I am going to do now is venture on towards Verdant Turf, and then I believe we can actually challenge Watson, since he will be very good training for not only Kip, but for my boy C-Money, since being Rocking Steel isn't exactly immune to their attacks, but at least can be somewhat defensible. And he does have much slap, although very weak. At least it's better than having nothing. Let me start heading towards over here because we do see a lot of trainers over here. Oh, and we already run into one. Alright, I'm in the middle of the triathlon, but whatever, let's have a battle. Alright. Oh, Dojo. Very good poke. I like Dojo. Very good flying normal type. I don't think he's actually accessible in this game until very later in the game. I believe towards like the 6th or 7th badge. But unfortunately we won't be adding him to our team. There are still 3 more slots to occupy, and there are still lots more Pokemon that I would like to add, but of course as time comes, that'll be elaborated on a lot more clearly. And of course, Mr. Dylan defeated, I ran out of energy. Yeah, no, he had 1 poke. And this route does have something infamous for, of course, having one location that is useful in most of the Pokemon games nowadays, and that is over here, this building, if I can read the sign, the daycare. So what the daycare does is, of course, you bring any 2 Pokemon over there, and if they're compatible in terms of their opposing gender, and in the same family group, the female will have a chance of producing an offspring of a baby Pokemon, which in all Pokemon games, it is super useful. Many people will tell you that's where you can get very good pokes in terms of like natures, abilities, move sets. It's super useful. I never really utilized it too much in the earlier games. I utilized it more towards like the later gens, maybe up until like 5 and onwards, when I was more used to like Pokemon battling. It's still useful in this generation, not to say that it's not. It's just I never took advantage of it. For those of you who have had, I believe the differences in trying to produce Pokemon in this game as opposed to later on, the gap has become a lot easier and less stressful? That's the right way to put it. I don't know. I really don't know the right word. I just know growing pokes from start to finish is a lot easier in the later gens just because there's a lot more items and mechanics that help them out in that. Alright, there's going to be a lot more trainer battles to deal with than I would like to just talk over. Until I can come up with something, this is just really going to be a training montage. So for now, I will cut, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. I should be at Verdant Turf Town by the end of this, so just give me 1 second, I'll be with you just shortly. Alright, came back. And also to note, in Verdant Turf Town, there are 2 trainers here. They're both going to be Pokemon breeders, one male and female. And they are also good training partners because they have a full team of 6 Pokemon, and you do have the ability to match call them, so that way you can of course rematch them anytime. And they are good XP. Their Pokemon are going to be relatively low leveled, so as long as you bring a decent Pokemon to handle most of them, you should be able to get a lot of good XP grinding from them. That's the case with a lot of trainers, but especially them since they have 6 of them. Since we're at Verdant Turf Town, let's explore a little bit. This is Wally's house, or more specifically, Wanda's house. The lady with the red eyes, that's so weird. You have something to tell me? It could be that Pokemon that are giving the boy hope. So what, is Wally sick? I never knew that. I lost to you, but I'm not feeling down because I have new purpose in life. Together with Ross, I'm going to challenge Pokemon Gym to become a great trainer. Alright, not only me, but he's going to be your rival as well. I've already said that, but you know. What more can I explain? What else is here? I feel like there's more, but I just don't remember. Verdant Turf Town is just a small city, honestly. Small town. It is the connecting point if I go over here. Let's see. My papa told me. He says this town is full of timid Pokemon. They all get scared of loud noise and make a bigger uproar. So they had to stop the big tunnel project. But there's one man who's trying to dig the tunnel by himself. And we've already explored this earlier. Battle's a battle, right? I'm just gonna explain a little bit more as I just skip through all this. What was it? The tunnel, Rust Turf Tunnel. It is the connecting point from where we are right now in Verdant Turf Town that connects to Route 104? I forget the name of the route. It's that route that, you know, that leads off to Mauville City, where we were first originally at to get our first badge. Not an important connecting point, honestly. It is convenient to have it in the early game because, of course, you don't have the HM Fly that we will be getting later to, of course, travel around Hoenn. But this is a nice place to have because, of course, you're able to, you know, travel around now, but it's not really going to be useful for us later. And, of course, they are the ones that are constructing it. I believe later they can block it off, or you do need Rock Smash, but for now, I'm not going to be worrying about it since that's not the important part of our journey right now. I'm just going to go ahead and start heading back towards Mauville City, explore a little bit of the city, and then let's see if we'll have time for the Gym Trainer Challenge. We'll go ahead and check. Start heading back. Go. Oh, I mean, I have the bike, but yeah, that's just finesse. I think we can't head north, but I think we're going to be blocked. There's trainer battles here too. There's really nothing too important over here yet, because let me see. Yeah, Route 111, other than like some trainer battles. And over here is actually, not the Battle Frontier. When I first played this game, I got confused with this being the Battle Frontier, but this is the Trainer Hill. This is where, of course, you can battle a bunch of trainers, but that's not where we're going to be dealing with right now. Okay, so yeah, this is where we're blocked off right now. Oh no, my Uncle Mauville told me to take Rock's match with me, but I was going to run 11. He lives across the bike shop from Mauville. Okay, so he's the one that tells us something very important that we need to take care of first. And I mean, I was gonna battle them, but I honestly was gonna wait. But you know, when you don't think ahead of time, you kind of just make stupid mistakes like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and battle them while I explain what I was going to explain when I wasn't really gonna battle them. So as the guy that was blocking our path just said, his uncle lives across the bike shop in Mauville. He has Rock Smash. That is actually an important team. We're going to be needing HM, to of course continue our exploration, because that is blocking our path towards our next city. But of course, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We still have to deal with Mauville City first. Alright, so Kip can learn a new move, Mud Sport. I'm not going to be learning it. It's not really a useful move, at least for me. I don't think there's even really a competitive use for it. It's just not a good one. Having times 4 weakness to grass really bites you very hard. Let me go ahead and take out Roselia. And as I say, we just need Rock Smash to continue our exploration. And then I believe after that point we can start heading towards the gym. And then that should be it. There really can't be too much I want to dabble into to avoid any kind of extras. So let me go. Miguel, why are you interrupting me? How are your Pokemon? I just lost yet another battle. We'll see. You called me just to tell me you lost. Boy, what is wrong with you? I didn't need to know all that. I think that's the house right over here. I think that's his uncle. Woohoo! I hear people call me the Rock Smash Gym. But I find that sort of degrading. I think I deserve a bit more respect. Like, maybe the Rock Smash dude. Woo! Anyways, your Pokemon looks pretty strong. I like that. Take this hidden machine. And of course, as I said, it gives us HM6, which is Rock Smash. And in battle, it's a very weak-based fighting type move. The main purpose really is to use it outside of gyms and outside of battles, is to of course clear paths. It's a 20-based rock type move, which honestly I wouldn't recommend ever. Maybe if you need a rock type move, but even then, very weak. Let me see. If we head towards this way, there are just a couple more trainer battles. And I'll let C Money handle it. It's a double battle anyway, so let's just see. The aroma of flowers has a magical power. It cleanses us body and soul. Go, 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 Pokemon. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been told there's a lot of things wrong with me. Oh, this is going to be a long double battle. Yeah, alright. In the interest of skipping over, I'm just going to go ahead and just speed through it and explain a little bit more of what I'm going to be doing now and in terms of next episode. So, as I just speed through this, because this is just a lot of easy battles, honestly. I don't really have to do too much here. My goal for next episode, since I'm not really going to have enough time... Wait, stop learning takedown. No, let me see. Let me see what move I can replace with takedown. See, this is what happens when you speed through. You never really pay attention, and then you might regret something later. Takedown is better, but... I'd rather have Iron Defense, even if I don't really use it. Stop learning takedown, yeah. Alright, where was I going after that almost pitiful moment? Oh yeah, so my goal for next episode is to, of course, tackle on Mauville City. After that, we already explored Verdant Turf Town, and actually the route that we're in now, there isn't really much we can do here because, like many other parts of the mainline story, we need an HM move that we can't learn yet until a little bit later in the story. So that kind of prevents our progression for now, and that's just something we're going to have to avoid until we get to it, because there's just not much we can do now. Even if there's a boat crossroad, you can cross rivers and see if you have a Pokemon that knows Surf. Okay, so she's going to explain it to us. She was saying that we need Surf to explore many of the water traverses, and that is true, but we can't learn that yet. We don't even have access to the HM, and it'll be quite a while before we do. And in fact, we do have to come back here to Mauville City and heading over this direction so that way we continue our exploration onto our really 5th city because we're not going to be able to go here yet. Alright, like that. Mudslap should look at that. Mudslap. Beautiful. Just going to continue Whismer, yeah. I mean, I could have used Takedown if I had it, but Headbutt doesn't stop. That's fine. And I believe there's just the last trainer. Compose melodies, you have a listen. Alright, so Dalton gives us his number so we can listen to his beat. Alright, so this will be the last trainer battle we take part in. Level 16 Tentacle, easy. No, he confused me. Alright, Headbutt. No, stop confusing me. Stop. What? Alright, there we go. Alright, get out of here. Made me mad. Alright, so now we head back towards Mauville City. And like I said, this will just be the ending point for today. Because we already did do enough. We already cleared May 2 or May 3, depending on how you did it, which was pretty good for us, first try. Good thing I leveled up my pokes before that, because I honestly think that made a big difference. We went past Route 117, entered the cycling road, explored Verdanturf Town a little bit, and we already dabbled on the east side of Mauville City, which we won't be tackling on for at least a couple more episodes, because we just can't access that area yet. There is also the game corner. I'm just going to go ahead and briefly introduce it, might as well. So this is the gambling site of all children games, the Pokemon Game Corner. You can of course play some Pokemon games here with your coins, and anything you collect you can go to the shops over here and exchange your coins for prizes. I don't think we can access anything, can we? Oh yeah, because we don't have a coin case. I think if you talk to one of them you can get a coin case and then you can get some very good TMs. Other than that, that's about it. The game corner doesn't really have a great purpose, honestly, like it did in the other games. But that was more for part of the storyline than really just gambling. So that was the game corner. And that will be it. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and did hope you enjoyed. So as I said, we cleared May 3 or May 2 and just arrived at Mauville City. We explored Verdanturf, met Wally, battled him, and explored a little bit more of the city in terms of all of its corresponding directions. And for next episode, we will be going ahead and tackling on our 3rd Gym Leader Challenge, getting our 3rd badge against Watson. And we'll see how much we can accomplish there and a lot more. Our 3 Pokemon team is still going to be like this for a while, at least until I can explore a little bit more of the area. And in terms of levels, these guys are going to hold up their job well. So that'll be it for today. And until next time, guys, I will see you back here. This has been your boy Ron, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.